Hello, everybody. How are you, bright lights? Welcome to another episode of Waking Up to Your True Potential. My name is Laura Reninkowski, and I'm an international life and relationship coach. And I coach in English, Spanish, Finnish, and Italian. I'm so happy to have my guest today. My guest today is Olga Waters. And Olga is an intuitive life and soul coach. And she specializes in womb twin therapy and family constellations. And she's based in Dublin. And we met because we both trained with the Irish Life Coach Institute here in Dublin with Owen McCabe. And so yeah, he was one of the directors of the Irish Life Coach Institute. So that's how we met. So you're very welcome today, Olga. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Laura. Nice to see you as well. I'm delighted to be here.
That's great. It's great to have you, Olga. So Olga, you do something really interesting. So you specialize in womb twin therapy, and this is something that not many people know about. The only reason that I know about this is because I heard about it through you. So can you tell me a little bit more about what exactly is this womb twin therapy?
So a womb twin is a person that lost a sibling pre-birth, prenatally. It could be a twin, it could be a triplet, but they lost them prenatally. Not everybody knows that they're a womb twin, but I mean, 1 in 8 people in the world are womb twins.
Wow, 1 in
1 in
8.
8
Okay,
people
that's
in the world are
that's
womb
pretty
twins.
high, isn't it?
It's very, very high. Yeah, it's very, very,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Wow. And then like what would you say? Yeah, because it's an interesting phenomenon, right? Because 1 in 8 people are womb twins and they don't even know it, right? So what would you say are what would be symptoms of people that are womb twins and don't know that they're womb twins?
Okay, so one of the symptoms would be that something is missing in their life. They don't feel complete. They don't feel the same as everybody else. They hoard things. There's a lot of symptoms in this. An awful lot.
Okay. So they feel like something is missing. Like
They
they
feel like
feel
something.
something is missing. Okay. And then they hoard things as well.
They hoard things. They buy
Yeah.
things in twos.
Okay. They find it difficult to let go, right? In
And they
every
find it
way.
they find it very, very difficult to let go. A lot of the
Okay.
times their parents don't know that they're womb twins, but if they're older. So my parents didn't know that I was a womb twin, but they knew that I was different to my brothers and sisters. So a lot of time, but nowadays people know because they have the sonograms and it comes up in the sonograms. So the parents do
Right.
know. And and yeah. And
Yeah.
IVF babies also. But IVF babies, a lot of them would be womb twins too.
Right. Yeah, that's really interesting. And like I find it fascinating that this is a phenomenon that most people don't know about, right? Like most people don't know about womb twins. And you're so you're a womb twin. So can you tell me a little bit about your own journey, about how you found out that you were a womb twin?
Yeah, so basically I was born in Ireland a long time ago, and I was born in Holles Street Hospital. I was born 3 months early, and I was 1 pound at birth, and I was given the last rites. So I'm it's a miracle that I'm here. So I always knew there was something unusual about me, but I never really figured it out.
Right.
So when I was about 7, I began to, question things, and, things happened. But I joined this organization in England called wombtwin.com I can't even remember, a long time ago. And the lady that founded it was a womb twin, and I did healing work with her, and she was my mentor, and she helped me through my healing work. She
Okay.
understood what it was like to be a womb twin. which was wonderful to have somebody to understand you, because as womb twins, a lot of we can't understand ourselves. So, we find it hard for other people to understand it, because it's a hidden grief. You don't
Yeah.
see the grief.
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah.
she understood, and she was amazing. And I'm now doing, I'm following up on her work now here in Ireland with other women.
Okay. Yeah. That's amazing. So yeah, so you always felt like you were different. You mentioned that you felt like you were different in your family and you're the only womb twin in your family.
I'm not sure. I might have a brother who was also a womb twin. He married a twin. He actually married a twin.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he is a womb twin or not, but he has a lot of the traits of a womb twin. My
Okay.
uncle, my father's brother, married a twin. So it's in the DNA.
Okay, it's in the
In the DNA.
DNA.
It's in the
Interesting.
DNA. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Because I mean, I have a connection to twins as well, but different,
Yes.
like, yeah, I have a connection to identical twins.
Okay.
Like I had a partner that was an identical twin, and then I have friends. I have like several friends that are identical twins. So I have a connection with twins as well, but different,
In a different
in a
way.
different
Yes.
way. In a
Yeah.
different way. Yeah. Yeah. That's really interesting. So yeah, so you always felt like you were different, and then at 7 you started asking more questions, and then as you got older, then you uncovered more information, right?
Yeah, and enough, like womb twins spend their life searching. They're searching, searching, searching. So
Mm.
they're searching for their other half, basically, is what they're doing.
Right.
And then, but again, this is unconscious. All this searching and all this hoarding and everything is unconscious. And it's
Right.
until you actually do all the work and all that it becomes conscious, and then you can heal it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. And then it's also it's also such a nice journey, that you've been through this process, right? Like in terms
Yeah,
of, you always felt like something was missing, and then you were wondering what it was, and then you uncovered that you yourself are a womb twin. And now that you've done all the inner work, and all these things about womb twins, now you're able to help other womb twins, right? So
exactly.
so
That's
that's,
exactly right. That's exactly right.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
uh
So
that's really nice. That's
totally
really
understand where people are coming from when they come to me for a session or anything. I mean, because I've been there myself. And a lot of
exactly.
them, a lot of womb twins do not want to let go of their twin. They want to hold on to their twin.
Right,
But
right. Yeah.
it's in the actual letting go of the twin is where the healing happens.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I can really relate to that, because I'm a relationship coach. So, I deal, I help people, improve the relationships that they have with themselves, and then find, new relationships as well. And then one of the most important things, when you want to manifest a new relationship, is that you need to let go of the old relationship,
Yeah,
and you need to let go of the old person, right?
exactly.
And then so many times it's so hard to let go, right? but
Yeah,
but if you don't let go, it's literally like, holding on to a ghost from the past, right?
yeah,
And in both
absolutely.
cases, in the womb twin case, and then letting, and holding on to a person or a relationship that's not in your life anymore, you're holding on to a ghost from the past, right?
Yeah. And
And then,
it's not
yeah.
serving. It's not serving
Yeah,
you
it's
at all.
blocking your life in every way, right? And then it's such an amazing, liberating feeling, because when you're able to finally let go, that's like when the real healing happens, and that's when you become whole again. So it's
Ex-
so
ex-
ironic, isn't it, that by letting go is how you become whole again.
Yes, absolutely, and that's exactly what happens in the womb twin story as well. Now,
Yeah.
I didn't know that I was a womb twin for a long time, but my husband was actually a womb twin as well. I'm womb twins generally we marry womb twins because
You okay,
it's a
right.
karmic connection. It's a
Right.
very, very karmic. So I discovered after my divorce that he was a womb twin. So because I knew he was a womb twin, I was able to send him love and light, and
Okay.
I could
So you were
understand.
able to heal that as well, right? Like you were
Yes,
able
because
to
I could
heal many different
understand.
things.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, yeah. That's interesting. And so yeah, so these days you help womb twins, and you also have like support groups, right? Like you have like Zoom groups, right? Where you help them womb
Yeah.
twins?
Yes, exactly. So during the pandemic, I decided, I don't know why, but it just came into my head that it would be nice to have, a support group for womb twins, specifically because they feel so abandoned, they feel so isolated, because they're so much in grief, and they're unconscious grief that, they've no one to talk to. So I thought it would be a nice idea to have a support group. So it's been going now for over a year.
Yeah,
And
that's
there's about,
great.
yeah, it's lovely, actually. It's a very, very tight knit, sacred space.
Yeah,
And we all heal each other, and we all learn from each other. And it's a lovely
yeah.
space.
That's really nice. I mean, I think support groups are so important always, but especially now during the pandemic, right? Like especially
Yeah.
during the pandemic, they're more important than ever before, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, to get together with a group of people that know exactly what you're going through, and especially like with this phenomenon of being a womb twin, because it's something that most people don't know about. They wouldn't really
Yes.
understand it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's great. That's great that you hold, these support groups for other womb twins, that you create that safe space for them to come
Yes.
together and share, what they need to share.
Yes.
And then another thing that you do is you do family constellations, right?
So, yeah.
Yeah, so can you tell me a little bit more about the type of family constellations that you do?
So, me being me, Laura, I wouldn't do the regular family constellations.
Of course not. You do it your
So,
own way, Olga.
yeah. So I was drawn to, I obviously have done a few family constellations myself, and I've been to see, facilitators in action and everything. And I actually have an advanced diploma in family constellations. But I was drawn to doing family constellations with dolls, not human people. I do it with dolls,
Okay.
and I mean I love it. I absolutely adore it, and so, and it's interesting because womb twins come out in the even in the family constellation setup, it'll come out in the
Okay.
family dynamic.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's very interesting because it's and womb twin is ancestral. It comes down, the generations.
Right, the generations. Yeah, that's really interesting. And then like does it make a difference? One quite like something that just came to my mind
Yeah.
now is, does it make a difference if you were, if you were a twin or a triplet, or if there were four of you or five of you in the womb, does it make a difference, or no? Or is it always the same kind of loss?
So it is always the same loss.
It's
It is
always the same
always,
loss, whether it was two, three, four.
yes,
Okay.
it's always the same loss. Always the
Right.
same loss.
Right,
Absolutely.
right. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense because yeah, a
But
loss is a loss. Yeah.
yeah, but to see it reconciled in the family constellation format is beautiful. So you're bringing that missing person, or we'll say there's two siblings, say.
Yeah.
So they're coming in back into the family. So you have mom, dad, you have, brothers and sisters, and then you have the two missing ones integrated
Right.
back into the family system. And
Right.
that heals everything. They're recognized
Yeah, yeah.
and validated.
Yeah, yeah. So then it's very interesting, these two, modalities that you use, right? Because they're very complementary, right? The
Yes,
womb twin therapy and
exactly.
the family constellations, they both work together.
Yes, that's right. Exactly. Totally. Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. And ultimately it's to find that peace within and to feel whole and complete within yourself, right? Which is what
Yes.
everybody wants, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
But
which yeah.
also, it's interesting now as well with the family dynamics and the ripple effect within the family. So when I did the family constellation work with my conjoined sister and brother, and brought them back into the family, the ripple effect in my own family was huge, absolutely huge.
Wow.
There
Yeah.
was such healing there within the family dynamic. It was
Yeah, I
beautiful
can
to witness.
imagine. Yeah. Yeah, this is the type of things that give me, goosebumps, or cosmic goosebumps as I call them, because yeah, like that is incredibly healing, right? Because when you do something, on an energetic level that's really powerful, it ripples like through, time and space, right? Like
Yeah,
the effects, goes back, 7 generations, or yeah,
Exactly.
like it heals many different generations at the same time as well, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, it's incredibly powerful and interesting, right? Like all of these healing processes.
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, wow. That's
Mm.
uh that's great. And then what would you say would be your 3 top tips to feel whole and complete again, right? Which is what we all want ultimately, right? So on a daily basis, what should people do to feel more whole and more complete?
Well, I think number one tip would be to love yourself. Number one, love
Yeah,
thyself.
absolutely. Yeah,
To love yourself. Okay, I'm a womb twin. I lost my conjoined sister and I lost my brother, but I'm here. I'm the one that's here. I'm
but
blessed
I
to be
still
here.
love myself.
And
Yeah.
of course, I love myself. Um,
Yeah.
it's so important to love yourself, to believe in yourself.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, definitely.
and I think also a very, very important thing is to be grateful for every day. Just to be
Yeah.
grateful, just to be able to get up in the morning. The fact that we're talking here now is such a gift. You know,
Yeah.
given the pandemic, given people are isolated from each other, but the fact that we're sitting here talking here, I'm so
Yeah.
grateful for that. That we can do it, that we are living in a place where we have a computer where we can interact and talk to.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
So gratitude and so gratitude, meditation as well, I think is important.
Yeah.
To meditate, if you're feeling overwhelmed or if you're feeling lost or feeling just to sit for about 5 or 10 minutes and just breathe, gently breathe.
Exactly. Close your eyes and breathe. That's what I always tell people. People that tell me I don't know how to meditate, you just close your eyes and you breathe. You're
Yeah,
meditating.
yeah,
You
exactly.
know?
And just to get rid of all the chatter and everything that's going
Yeah.
on around you, just to, yeah,
Yeah, I
to
think that
breathe.
one of the easiest ways to meditate is to close your eyes, you take a couple of deep breaths, and then you focus on your heart, right?
Yes,
Focus on your heart,
absolutely.
and you fill
Yes,
yourself with like love, light, harmony, forgiveness, like fill
yeah,
yourself up with all the good stuff, all the good stuff. And
yes,
let go,
exactly.
fill yourself with all the good stuff and let go of all the bad stuff. Like
Yeah,
actually, like I do lots of meditations and guided meditations, and I do these guided meditations, like I just improvise them, right? Like
yeah,
whatever we're
absolutely.
working on, I improvise a meditation. Many times all the talks that I give, excuse me, I do a meditation at the end. And then I always say, breathe in all the good stuff, and when you exhale, let go of all the bad stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
yeah. So that's great. And then I would also say, when you said, excuse me, when you said that you need to love yourself, I would say, sorry, obviously I'm releasing something here. I would say that forgiveness is big too, right?
forgiveness is huge,
Huge.
huge.
Yeah.
So, okay, so seeing as you've mentioned forgiveness, Lara,
Yeah.
I'll be here forever now. But basically, as womb twins,
Sorry.
we feel, that it was
Yeah.
our fault.
Yeah.
We feel that it was our fault. So for us to actually forgive ourselves, I know because I've done the healing and I know that was God's plan. But womb twins would feel when they're in the depth of it, when they're doing their healing, they would blame themselves for the loss of the sibling. So to actually forgive and to
Exactly.
let
That's why,
go,
yeah, forgiveness is huge.
yeah, huge, huge,
Huge,
yeah.
definitely. And I would say one of the most powerful forgiveness meditations or practice that it says that I know is Ho'oponopono. You know,
Honopono, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You say, I love you. I'm sorry. Please
Sorry,
forgive
please
me.
forgive me.
I love you. Thank you. So thank
Oh yeah,
you. And yeah, like there's the four
absolutely.
things that you say, but like, I mean, I think you can say, like, in terms of what order you say them, I think is there a specific order, or can you say them in any order?
I would say that you can say them in
You can
any
say it in
order, and
any
you can
order.
say
It
the
works. It
intention
works.
behind it, Lara.
Exactly.
It's the intention
Exactly.
behind it.
So yeah, so it's yeah, I'm
I love
sorry.
you. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I love you. I'm sorry. I love you.
yeah,
Forgive me.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I usually do like I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. Like
Yes.
that's the order that like kind of works for me in a way, because I think that it's whatever
Yes.
resonates with you. And what I
Exactly.
tell people is, again, close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and if you're saying all of this to yourself, say all of it, and say the four phrases, and focus on your heart, and
Yes.
focus on those on the feeling of forgiveness. And then if you need to forgive somebody else, visualize that person in front of you. And it can be a
Yeah.
person that's still alive, it can be a person that has passed on as well. And
Yeah.
Ho'oponopono is incredibly powerful. It's
Yeah.
incredibly powerful for forgiveness. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
highly recommend anybody to do that.
It's a
Yeah.
beautiful technique. And
Yeah,
also, Laura, as you say, thank you. I mean, thank you is such a small word, but yeah, we have
and it's
so much to be
huge.
thankful for. We really have so
Yeah.
much, but we don't realize because a lot of people focus on the negative things.
Yeah.
There's so many things to be thankful for. Really and truly,
Exactly.
there's so many.
And that's why I always tell people to have an attitude of gratitude, and every day think about at least three things that you're grateful for, and have like a
Yes,
gratitude journal, right? Like every day, write down, at least three things that you're grateful for, right? Because the more you focus on gratitude, the more you focus on abundance, the more abundance and things to be grateful for you're going to attract into your life, right? The more you
yeah,
focus on scarcity and lack and all the things that you don't have, the more you're going to attract that,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
So I mean, that's how the law of attraction works, and it's so true.
Yeah,
It's so true. I see it in my own life, and I see it in the life of my clients as well.
yeah.
It really works, for certain.
But Laura, that's where we come in because that's where we can help our clients by them changing their mindset, from lack
Exactly.
and scarcity into from survivor to thriver. So I would always, so
Exactly.
that's
Survivor to thriver. I love that. From
yeah,
survivor to thriver. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I really, really like that. And definitely it all starts with your mindset, right? Because
yes,
everything starts first, you think about something, then you talk about it, then you put action behind it, right? So everything
yeah,
starts in your thoughts, right? If you want to change something in your life, you have to look at your thoughts and your beliefs and all of that, right?
yes, exactly.
So yeah, that's really, 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 really powerful.
But it takes a lot of
Definitely.
courage, though, Lara, too. It takes
Yeah,
a lot of courage to go from survivor to thriver. I actually am a
that's true.
survivor to a thriver.
Yeah.
But I mean, the benefits at the end, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, yeah,
Yeah, it definitely doesn't happen overnight. Like nothing
no,
happens overnight, right? Like everything is a journey, right? We're all on our journeys. We're all
yeah,
on our spiritual, crazy cosmic journeys in this, in this human life that we're living, right? But that's what makes it interesting, right? That we learn and we evolve and we
yes,
grow every day, every day.
exactly.
We really do. We really do. And there's always new layers that come in, right?
Yeah, and things come to us when we're ready to receive them as well.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely believe in divine timing.
Yeah. I mean, if I'd been
Definitely.
told, 30 years ago that I had a missing it, I mean, I wasn't ready to hear it. I was not
Right.
ready. But then as soon as I met Althea in England, at the Womb Twin Conference, and I was
Yeah.
struggling really bad. But because she'd gone through her own journey, I was ready. Come on, bring it on.
Yeah, things happen when you're ready. They really
Yeah.
do. They really do. And you have to be aligned to it, right? Because everything is about energy and frequency and vibration, right? So you have to
Yes.
be aligned, to something for it to manifest in your life in all ways, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely all of that, resonates deeply. And yeah, well, thank you so much, Olga, for sharing, about your own journey, about being a womb twin and everything that you're doing to help womb twins these days. And if somebody wants to get in touch with you, what's the best way for them to reach you?
So the best way would be olgamaxi@hotmail.com.
Okay. Okay, very good. And then you also mentioned that there was a website. Was it womb twin, womb twin
So
dot com as well?
So wombtwin.com, if they want to hear about the Zoom, the meetings on Zoom,
Yeah.
it's wombtwin.com.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Olga. It's been a pleasure to talk to you today. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. I hope you liked this interview and got more information about being a womb twin. And if you feel like you are a womb twin, now you know about it. So now you have awareness about it, and you can find more information about it. If you feel drawn to it, and of course family constellations as well. So don't forget to subscribe and give us some likes and comments. And remember that every Friday I post a new interview with an amazing guest full of amazing insights and tips. And then you can also follow me on social media. I'm on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. So bright lights for now. Be well, stay happy, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Thanks a million, Lara, for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Olga. Bye.
Thanks, Laura. Bye.
Bye.